TikTok, YouTube. Let's see. So I am live on Facebook. Hello, hello, hello. We are live on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the 24th episode of Talks with Tina G podcast. I am your host. Let me make this thing a little bit louder. Hope it don't get no feedback, no drawbacks, none of that. Like, whew, I'm just getting in from a wedding. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. TikTok, my Facebook people, my Instagram people, and my YouTube people. I am here. I am your host. I am here to have a good show. I know a lot of people are out. I know a lot of people are enjoying this nice weather. I'm just going to hop up here real quick to see if anybody's going to join. But what I am going to do is I am going to um, say the topic, and then we're going to go from there. We have 3 minutes. I would like to welcome Cynthia. How you doing, Cynthia? Thank you for joining in on TikTok. So I appreciate your time. Yes, yes, yes. Let me move this chair over here a little bit. Yep, I am live. I am live. I'm live. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. I am just waiting for a few more people to hop on. Um, Hi, Murray. Thank you, Murray, for joining in on TikTok. I appreciate you for joining in. I'm not sure who our Max Form 6 is, but thank you so much for who joined in today on Instagram. I do thank you so much. I'm not sure. I don't think I can see the people on YouTube, but I know they be watching. So I don't know if I hit view on YouTube, what's gonna happen. I'm scared. I don't want to hit the button. I'm gonna leave it alone. But I can see Instagram and I can see TikTok. So thank you, um, Jay. Thank you, Only Kings, for joining in on Instagram. I may have missed a couple people who joined in on TikTok. The topic for today is this is a good topic. Were you given a good life or bad life? That is the question. But my question is, were you given a life and the choices that you made it a good life or a bad life? That's what we're talking about today. Very good topic. Mm, my eyes jumping. I don't, please don't nobody make me mad. Please don't. Please don't nobody make me mad. Thank you so much for Pat and I'm not sure who this person is that joined. It says mm, says Esther Flavor. Flavored. Yep. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you. Um, we have about 1 minute and then I'm gonna go live. Thank you, Nancy, for joining in. Tonight's conversation is were you given a good life or a bad life? My question is, were you given a life and the decisions you made it a good life or a bad life? So someone asked me to talk about this topic, and I'm not sure if they'll be able to get on. But what I am going to do is put the question out there, and you all can chime in when you get a chance to. You can type in your comments of what you think about it. What I am going to do is I'll read the comments and I will share them, and they'll go back and watch this, and then they can read the comments themselves and take what they want from the comments. I'm a little tired, but I am here. I will get into all that shortly. It is 7 o'clock. Y'all know if anybody know me, know I hops on. I don't care if it's nobody on, nobody watching, nobody commenting. I am going to start my show, and people can catch up with me. So I am going to do my intro. I'm not sure if you all get to see it, but on TikTok, but I always post it. So yeah, and while you're watching on TikTok, definitely you can share this live with your friends. You can share it on your feed, definitely with Facebook. Definitely can share this live with your fans, with your friends, your family members, and we can all have a good conversation. So without further ado, I'm going to do my intro, and then we'll get right into this topic. Come true. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. This is the 24th episode of Talks with Tina G. Yes, it's a big deal because I am doing it and I have been doing this for 24 weeks. Talks with Tina G podcast is a great podcast to join us. I am your host, Tina G, where we talk about interactions with love, relationships, business, personal empowerment. I am here to empower you, to educate you, to uplift you, and anything that we can do to help you all out there. That's what I am here to do, right? So I'm going to dive right on in to tonight's podcast. Tonight, we are talking about whether you were given a good life or a bad life. Somebody told me to talk about that. My question is, were you given a life and the decisions you made it a good life or a bad life? Um, let me to call in. If you want to call in, the number is 301 715. It's 8592. And yep, it's 8592. And the ID code when you call in is 892 111 1508. And that's the call in. If you are able to call in, you can definitely chime in. But what I always like to do is I always like to highlight our sponsors. So I'm saying hi to Psalms 57. Definitely, you can share this with your friends. So one of my sponsors is TG Consulting, which is me, where we help you start your business. We help you start your nonprofit. I help someone start a nonprofit. I got a notice the other day, and they said, "Hey, I looked in the mailbox and I got my nonprofit." So I am 100 out of 100. Haven't had one to not get accepted to get their 501c3. So if you're looking for a way to get your nonprofit started and to get your 501c status, definitely reach out to me. That's one of the things I do. If you are a small business looking to start your LLC, definitely reach out to me. If you're looking to even patent or trademark name, logo, anything like that, and you need some assistance with, definitely reach out to me. I am one that can help you with that as well. We do a lot of things over here at TG Consulting. That's just a couple of things that we do. Also, I want to highlight Classy Tina G 360 photo booth where we take pictures. We do photo booths for birthdays, baby showers. We had a baby shower yesterday. It was a really, really nice baby shower that we were able to attend and take take pictures and create memories with everybody. Oh, hi, Brittany. Hi, I'm so glad you are here. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, Gwen, I'm so glad you are tuning in. Gwen is always traveling, honey. I don't know where Gwen at. Gwen might be in Mississippi. I don't know if she in Philly for church or Delaware. I don't know where Gwen at. But thank you so much for tuning in. I do appreciate you all so much. Um, one of my other sponsors, I'm gonna say, is the Luca Wardrobe. That is Fluffy You. She created a new Instagram page, so definitely check her out. Today, that wedding, honey. Let me just show y'all, cause I don't be playing around. My feet was hurting so bad, but I had my Fluffy Use. Yes, I did. Ooh, child. I could not wait till they said, "You may now kiss the bride." Cause I don't think I was by myself when I could say all of us took our shoes off. Feet was killing us. But anyway, it was a beautiful wedding. Hey Trey Five Magic. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much. I see you on Instagram. I'm also on Facebook on Tina D Show. If you want to hop on, if you want to say something, definitely he has an awesome podcast with She Talk We Listen, and you can look him up on under Trey Five TRE 5 Magic on Instagram. He's doing some amazing things in the community. Awesome young man. I was able to meet him. He's a great guy. Everybody know him. So definitely check him out. Check out his podcast. She Talk, We Listen. He got a couple other things going on, but you have to go to his Instagram to check him out. So Trey 5 Magic, TRE 5 Magic. So hop on his Instagram and check him out. See what he's doing in the community. So tonight's topic is, because somebody asked me this question and I asked her a question back. The question was, were we given a good life or were we given a bad life, right? She was like, I think I was given a bad life. Oh no, maybe I was given a good life. And so my rebuttal was, were we just given a life? And the choices that we made our lives good or bad. I know sometimes things do happen that we have no control over, but then there's a lot of times that we have control over situations and we make the decisions to either be in those situations, maybe the relationships. We have control over some things of our life. Maybe not all when we are younger, but when we are adults, we do have control and we do make our decisions. So I want to put it out there to you all in TikTok world. Were you given a good life or a bad life, right? That's the question. Was your life good or bad? And do you think the decisions that you made created them, good or bad, right? Hey, Yogi, thank you so much for chiming in. So, Yogi said we were given free will to make choices. All right, so I'm gonna ask the question again. I like what you said. So, were you given do you think we are given a good life or a bad life? Because the thing that I was talking to my friend about is some people are born into situations where they have both parents, um, maybe a stay at home mom or working dad, or both parents working and they seen them together for years, right? Or single mother homes or single father homes. So, does that determine whether your life is good or bad? Because sometimes we were talking about, situations that we were born into, right? So, we were born into two-parent households, and then something happened. Maybe they got a divorce later down the years, or maybe they stayed together and you thought they were just this happy couple, right? But you didn't see what was going on behind the scene, right? Um, you didn't see daddy coming home, late at night and mom sitting up worrying, and you didn't hear them fussing because they didn't want you to hear them fussing, right? You didn't know daddy would maybe been abusing her in the room. I'm just throwing things out there, right? But you saw this happy couple, so you might have thought that was a good life, but years down the line, you find out things were going on. So, were we given a good life or a bad life? Or the decisions we made our lives good or bad. Hey cousin. Hey cousin Larry. We be looking for you, cousin Larry, honey. They be looking for you. All right, so Marjorie said we could be given a good or bad life, but you choose your life when you become an adult. To choose it will be good or bad. I like that. Okay. 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 So, you know how they say, I heard what you said, but what I hear you saying is, that's the therapist anyway. All right. So, what Yolanda say, I was given a good life, but I have made some bad choices. Not my parents' fault because they taught me better. I like that. I like that. I'm just gonna keep going because I um I know that always kids sometimes go the opposite way and what we would like for our kids to do, right? So I like what you said. You were given a good life. You made some bad choices, not your parents' fault because they taught you better, right? But sometimes you good because some people blame their parents for every single thing. Thank you all so much for joining on TikTok, Juanita Norman, um, the Golden Year, everybody. I appreciate you all joining in. Thank you all so much for joining in on Instagram. I appreciate you all joining in. If you have a comment, you can definitely type it in. If you would like to call in, you can definitely call in. The number to call in is 301 715 8592. Once you get in there, they're going to ask you for an ID code. The ID code is 892-111-1508, and hit pound. It'll bring you right into the call, and I can hear you, and so can everyone else. So that's if you want to call in. Definitely let me know, and I will put you in. So let's see. IMAX said, I am given a good life and was structured towards a real world future with truths about how it can be achieved with progress and realistic expectations. Okay, I like that. Thank you so much for typing in your comment. I appreciate that. So he or she was given structure towards a real world, future truths about how it can be achieved, and proper guidance and realistic expectations. I like that. I like that. So thank you, Lawanda, for chiming in. I appreciate you all for chiming in. Look like I got some comments on over here in Maryland. Hey, Linda from Maryland, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for chiming in. We've been missing you, ma'am. I know you've been coming in, but we miss you. Laura, you kind of quiet tonight. I know you got something to say. Go ahead and say it. We waiting on you. Were you given a good life or a bad life? Or were you given a life and the decisions you made your life a good life or bad life? That's a really, really, really good topic. I'm thirsty. I just came from a wedding. I'm so tired. Wait, give me 1 second. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me see something. I'm so tired. I know y'all like what she doing. Whew. I am tired. I'm thirsty. I'm going to pour me some Coke soda in my cup. My Talks with Tina G mug. If you want one, let me know. I am so thirsty. Woo, I'm so thirsty. That's so good. Woo, okay. I'm back. I had to get me a little sip. I'm so thirsty. All right, we got some comments over here. Hey, Bonita. Let's see what Bonita said. So, hey, Miss Nat. Thank you so much. You called us this time. Miss Nat, were you given a good life or a bad life? Or were you given a life and the choices you made it a good life or a bad life? That's the conversation for tonight. All right. So Miss Benita said, I think I was given a good life, but I made a lot of bad choices. So when people say they made a lot of bad choices, did that make your life bad, or what? What when you say you made some bad choices, what does that mean? That's what I want to know. When you made some bad choices, did that make your life? Um, did you have a good life and then it went bad, or you had a good life, you made some bad choices and things went down here? What does that mean? Tell me a little bit. Want to get in your business? All right. Larry said, I was given life until I realized it was bad, but made a change for the better. I love that. I love that. So you were given a life. See, that's I like that. Ooh, I like that. That can go so many ways. I don't even want to get into it, but that can go so many ways. That said, you said I was given a life until I realized it was bad, but made a change for the better. Love that. Okay, so it made my life challenging. Okay, because of some decisions that you made it challenging. I like that. I like the fact that we can be honest, because sometimes people can get distracted. They think, oh, this person doing this person that. I'm gonna have to agree. I'm gonna have to agree with. I'm gonna have to agree with Larry, because I can't say, and maybe this is just me. Like, don't come on my plate platform talking about all this stuff, because I that's not what we're here for. Everybody have their own opinion, so this is everybody can speak. Everybody can say what they gotta say. I'm gonna have to go with what Larry said. I was given a life, right? Um, and I'm gonna say, um, I thought it was good, right? Some things happened that made it challenging, and as I maybe like 15, 16, then things got bad for me, right? But as I continue to live and learn, I was able to make better decisions to create a better life for me and for my family. I had to think about that. I had to think about it before I said it. Yeah, I, I think that's okay. I think that's okay. So I do feel like everybody made some decisions in their life that kind of changed some things. And so that was the whole point of this conversation, right? I think me and Gwen was having is, we said it was a bad life, and I know we can't change things when we're younger, right? But when we get older, we can change a lot of things. We can change our zip code. I think I talked about this the other day. We can change our income. We can change the people that we're around. We can change the people that we are with. We can change so many things because we are older now, and we have the ability to do that. And so, and that can create a better life for us because we're able to change some things and, you know, do some different things. But Gwen, I'm curious to hear what you have to say. I know you're driving, but let Benita type it in for you because this is what we talked about. And I'm just curious what you have to say. I can call you and put you on speaker if you want. Let me know. So we have a comment from Linda that says, I made some bad choices that made me a lot more mindful of my choices now. Love that. Love that. So it seems like everybody on that's typing in, it's like we all human. That we made some choices like Okay, made some bad choices. We not bad people. We just made some bad choices, right? And now we know we won't make those same choices. I don't. Yeah, we won't make the same mistakes. I just don't believe we will. Thank you all so much for tuning in on TikTok. The topic for tonight is: was your life given to you good or bad, right? My question is, were you given a life and some choices that you've made it a good life or a bad life? That's what I'm talking about. Like, we can say, "Oh, my life this and that," but what role did you play in that? So that's all we're talking about. I'm trying to get some comments up here. But yeah, so thank you all so much. I appreciate you all so much. This is the 24th week, and we are just rocking and rolling. We are growing, and I am just so excited. Let's see. Larry said, once we get to a certain age, it is our decision to live a certain life. I agree totally. I agree totally. But some people just feel like they've been dealt a bad hand, right? It's like I've been dealt this bad hand, um, this bad life. And so that's why we're having this conversation. I'm sorry, I'm looking at it on my phone as well because sometimes I be missing topics and somebody's saying something. So I'm just making sure that I hear everything. But yeah, so I'm a little tired. I went to a wedding. I had wedding rehearsal this morning. I had to go run around. I had to go to VA. But I gotta do what I gotta do. Drinking my Coke soda. Hopefully they'll give me a sponsorship. Got my cup. Let me drink a little bit. My cup. Mm, mm, mm. Ooh, that thing felt good. I'm sorry. I'm so thirsty. I gotta figure out what I'm going to eat after this. I think I'm gonna go to see Outback closed so early. I think I want to go to Outback and get me a wedge salad. Tanya, don't laugh if you're watching this. Anyway, I do want a wedge salad because I'm so hungry. Um, let's see what Carolyn has to say. Life was given. There was good and bad choices made. With good choices we've learned, and with bad choices we've learned and changed. I like that. I like that. So Miss Net said, I made some decisions as I got older, but I changed for the best. I like that too. So Larry, come on, Larry, because we be waiting on you. Most people won't put in the work to make their life better. Now, that's what I'm talking about. So do you think they just complain, 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 but they don't do the work? Is that what you're telling me? People really still doing that? I can agree with that because I know some people that do that. But is that what you telling me, Larry? They gonna complain, but they don't want to put in the work because they look at other people and they look at their life and be like, man, but they don't know the work that comes with it. Okay, that's a good question. Do people not want to put in the work to change their lives to make it better? So that's a good question. Good question. So Gwen said, okay, Larry said, yes, complain all this, all the D time. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. I agree with that. I know some people like that. And they won't even take a class online. Welcome, Teddy, on TikTok. Thank you for joining. So Gwen said, I probably had a good life but made poor choices due to influence of those who gave me life. Okay. You made some poor choices. That's deep. That's deep. I don't even know if I want to dive into that. I'm working on changing the casinos now. I'm working on the casinos. What? You working on what, Gwen? I'm crying. Maybe you say you working on changing the casinos now. I am crying. That's an inside joke. But no, that's good though that you were given a good life, but you made some poor decisions. So now you know you made poor decisions because I heard that all of us say that we made some poor decisions, right? So we are we making better decisions now, or are we still making poor decisions at this age? What are we doing? We still make poor decisions. Hi, Miss Stephanie. Hi, Miss Stephanie. So are we making poor decisions? That's what I want to know. Miss Stephanie, the question is for tonight, 24th episode. Let me just say that. The question is, was your life given to you good or bad? Meaning, were you given a good life or a bad life? So that was a question that me and a friend was talking about, and I asked the question: were you just given a life, and the decisions you made it a good life or a bad life? That's the question. Because I know people say, "Man, I wish I would have grew up over here," or "Man, I wish I would have did this when I was that," or it's just like, were we dealt a bad hand, or we didn't realize it? Cause see, I can go so deep just growing up in the hood when we used to buy bread, sugar, Kool-Aid, cheese, egg. Um, this is just my upbringing. I didn't realize that that was a bad thing. I honestly didn't. So I just didn't, right? I could go in house and knock on her door and be like, "Could you give me a piece of bread, two pieces of bread?" Like I didn't think nothing was wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, some people might be like, "Oh, that was terrible." But for me, it wasn't bad. Like Larry said, he didn't realize you didn't realize that it was a bad thing. You just thought everybody was nice. They had bread and cheese and milk and stuff, right? So, um, Miss Stephanie said, "Good life and made choices that allowed me to grow." Okay, I like that. So Miss Nat says she changed. Larry said, "Without going to the extreme, what is a bad decision and who determines what a bad decision is," right? So, what is a bad decision? Y'all tell me. And give me an example of when y'all say y'all made some bad decisions or some bad choices, and who determines what is a bad decision? You do. We do. We make that decision, right? So who said it was bad? All right. That's the question. That's the debate on the floor. Oh my God, I hate when I don't hit record. Oh my God, it just kills me. So Larry's question was, without going to the extreme, without telling too much of your business, what is a bad decision and who determines what a bad decision is? And Miss Stephanie said, who said it was bad? Ooh, two debaters, two debaters. So, hi Trisha, thank you so much. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Get off my page, Tony. Y'all sell whole fish sales just regular. Get off my page. Why are you on my? I'm about to block you. Get off my page. Why would you come up here and say, "Do we sell regular?" Lord, I need my mod to block Tony. Why would you do that? Let me go up here and block you. I'm gonna block you. You get on my nerves so bad. Tony, please get off my page. Somebody, do we sell fish sandwiches? And then gonna laugh. Oh my goodness. Why are you on my page? I'm about to block you. Get off my page. All right, I know we cool. We cool. Get off my page though. I'm so serious. Anyway, society barn sugar, barn bread or eggs. Was that the neighbor? That was what neighbors did. That is so true. That was so true back then. You could buy. I'm trying to tell you, you can buy some sugar, some milk, some bread, some cheese, and it wasn't bad, right? But that was back then, and it wasn't like a bad thing, right? It really wasn't a bad thing because back then that is what neighbors did, and and they don't make them like that no more. They really don't. So you are absolutely correct, Miss Stephanie. Okay. So Gwen said something that she did was not listen to what my parents said. So that was something that she said was a bad decision, that she didn't listen to what her parents said. Tony, get off my page. Anyway, so Larry said what one person think is bad may not be bad to another person. And that's true because Miss Stephanie said that's what neighbors did back then. That is what neighbors did, and it wasn't like really talked about like as a bad thing, but that's just how we grew up, and that's what we did. Like everybody was a community, and everybody was like family. So it had nothing to do with how we were raised. No, true. So true, cousin. Okay. So we got a little debate going on. We got a little debate going on. It don't have nothing to do with how we were raised. It's just how people used to be back in the day. So one thing Gwen said was she didn't listen to her parents, and so Gwen, I'm gonna delete this message from this boy. So Gwen, when you say you didn't listen to your parents, that was a bad decision that you made. And what did that do for you? How did that affect you by not listening to your parents? This man said we gonna sell some. Do we sell fish dinners? I'm going. Oh my God. Okay, so Benita said one of my bad decisions was going back and forth to a bad marriage. Okay. So I can see that in that situation, are you saying that that was a bad situation that made things bad for you um at one point in your life? So okay. So it seemed like everybody is on the same page, right? So okay, Miss Stephanie said we lived in upper northwest, and we would ask our neighbors, okay, for sugar and bread and cheese and stuff, and it wasn't a bad thing. So that's okay. I love that. I love that. So it sounds like okay. Let me see what IMAX Form 6 says on Instagram. A bad decision is anything that can't be factual or understood by yourself and others who care about your well-being. Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So that caused you challenges, Gwen, unnecessary challenges. Okay. So basically it sounds like well, it sounds like some of us are saying we had a good life, and then some of us said we had a life, right? And then some of the decisions that we made caused some parts of our life to be bad because of the decisions we made. One, we got some examples now. One going back and forth to a bad marriage, and one is not listening to her parents, and that caused some issues. So, okay, so I can see how that would cause some some parts being bad, but overall, well, it sounds like we're saying we were okay because we um and we understand that we made some bad decisions, right? Like Larry said, who made them bad? Um, who told us they were bad? We did. We knew they were bad because we went back to a bad marriage. We knew they were bad because our grandparents told her to do one thing and she decided to do another. So that made it bad. We made them bad. We made the decisions that we um, Girl, I'm getting compliments and stuff on my little wedding face. I got my wedding face, my wedding bob. Child, I was in a wedding today. So yeah, I was in a wedding earlier, and I just came straight from the wedding, put my t-shirt on, and I am here to do what I do each and every Sunday at 7 p.m. If you are new to this platform, definitely check us out each and every Sunday at 7 p.m. We will be right back here. We are live on Facebook, we are on TikTok, we are on Instagram, and we are live on YouTube. So whatever platform that you are on, you can definitely catch us each and every Sunday at 7 p.m. Talks with Tina G. Type it in. I'm on Facebook, Tina G, and it's Gee. And I'm on all the other platforms under Talks with Tina G. So let's see. Miss Stephanie said our parents told us right from wrong, and we chose to smoke that cigarette, drink that alcohol, go in the corners with the little boys and the girl. Come on now, come on, Miss Stephanie. You ain't had to break it down like that, cause you and Larry that y'all don't have to break it down like that. But that's true. We made those decisions to do those things. So we are the ones that's saying that it is bad decisions that we made. So so overall, the lesson for tonight is that we have control over our lives to make it good or bad. We control our life. Nobody else can control your life. One thing I like what Larry said is that your bad decision may not be a bad decision for me, right? And I like that. What you may think is bad may not be bad, right? It's like it's like one man's trash is another man's treasure, or what you think is bad may not be that bad, right? That outfit you may have on, you may not like it, but somebody else might love that outfit. You might be like, you might have some old clothes or some shoes, and you're like, I can't do nothing with this, right? And then you give it to that person, you see them with that outfit on, you be like, man, I should have kept that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ever did that? Like gave something away, and you look at it again, be like, that kind of look good. Yeah, you didn't like it, but it may be good for somebody else. So that was really key, Larry. I did like that. I did like that comment. And like Miss Stephanie said, our parents told us right from wrong, but we chose to make that decision. So now at this point, we shouldn't. Uh, can I say this without saying it? Oh, so now that we know better, we should be doing better, right? Um, we should be in control of our lives, not nobody else at this point, right? We should make the better decisions, and we can't blame nobody for decisions or where we're at right now because we have control of our lives. We either talked ourselves into this, we made that choice to go there, we made that choice to be with that person. We are making all these decisions to do whatever it is that we want to do. So we can't blame anybody but ourselves. I'm deep. I'm deep. So that's what we do on this. We talking, and I'm talking to myself. Don't get me wrong. I'm talking to myself as well. That we can't blame people for what we're going through right now. Not right now. So let's see what Larry say. After the age of 16, I consider everything a learning lesson, not a bad decision. Okay, I like that. Let me change my wording. Change your wording. It's not a bad decision. It's a learning lesson. True, but we are still learning. That is so true. So when you say true, are you saying true to what I said that we don't have anybody to blame? Cause how can I say this? Y'all know I be try not to say certain things. So I don't want to. Anyway, when you say true, you saying what? Yes, we take accountability now. Okay, okay. I just wanted to see what you were talking about. Okay, so Gwen said we take accountability now. Y'all can definitely type in y'all comments. I will read them, and somebody need to get something out of it. When I say I promise you, somebody will get something out of it. I know my face Facebook just spin around, but I am still looking up here. Any decision I make now is my decision. Agree. So Larry said any decision that he makes now is his decision. So can't nobody tell him to do this, to do that, or he have to do this and do that because he is able to make his own decisions. Like, can nobody make a decision for him? Not right now. Not right now. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm trying to see how I can see the comments, but I can't. Anyway, that's okay. I can't see him. So that was great, y'all. Y'all did so good. I hope somebody got something out of that. Because I know we still do complain. We still complain about, oh my God, I wish this, or oh my God, I need to make more money, or oh my God, I want to do something. Guess what? You make the decision for your own life. So you don't have nobody else to blame but you for being in your situation. Nobody. You can't blame anybody. You can only blame yourself for whatever decision that you're making. And it's not, like Larry said, it's not even a bad decision, it's a learning lesson. So sometimes, now I ain't gonna lie, I make a bad decision. I got to say, I made a bad decision. Yeah, it's a bad decision. You said no bad decisions are made by accident, and that's correct. That's why I said it's a bad decision. But I'm human. I'm still growing. I'm still learning. I'm still praying. I'm still human. So, hey, he said, if you want better, do better. Oh, Yogi said, if you want better, do better. I agree. So, yeah, sometimes, I mean, we make sometimes we do make bad. Because I know goodness well I shouldn't be drinking this Coke soda. Hmm. One second. Mm. I know I shouldn't be drinking this Coke soda. But it's a decision that I choose to make. I know people say, leave them dark sodas alone. Leave them sodas alone. And I still drink my Coke soda. If I really want to burp, I drink a Pepsi. But to to y'all, it may be a bad decision. To me, I, hey, it's all right with me. So, it is what it is. Who up here agreeing with Larry? Nene? Oh man. Larry, you got them on your side. Nah, that's good though. No bad decisions are made by accident. That is so true. Again, one example is me up here drinking this daggone Coke soda that people probably say, leave the sodas alone. Drink some juice. Drink some water. Juice probably got more sugar in it than this Coke soda. Tell by your teeth. Mess your teeth up. But don't nobody say nothing about that. Um, so yeah, that's my decision to drink my Coke soda. And it may not be bad decision. It's just my decision. So what Miss Linda say from Maryland? Most times bad decisions turn into good life choices for my good. Ooh, most times my bad decisions turn into good life choices for my good. Mm, okay, that's good. What y'all can say? Me sit here eating cake. Okay, hello. Eat the cake. What we saving it for? Is it for it to go back? Eat the cake, Annie Mae. Eat the cake. Eat the cake, Annie Mae. Eat the cake. I am live. What do you want? I have to go. I'll call you back. Bye. Um. So yeah, eat the cake, Annie Mae. I'm gonna drink my Coke soda. What Gwen say and do? Um. So yeah. So I mean that. So Yolanda eating the cake is her choice. It ain't bad to me. It ain't affecting me. It ain't really going to affect her. She just wants some cake. Not even a bad decision. Eat your cake, Annie Mae. Eat your cake. Eat your cake. So no. So that's all I had for tonight. This was very good. I'm sure somebody gonna get something out of it. I know they are because it's just not me talking. It's a whole community talking, and it's so many comments up here that people can agree to not agree. I mean, agree to disagree. Was that a bad choice for me to say not agree or dis? Oh, too much, too much. So basically, the moral of the story is, Laurie said, I'm going. Laurie said, I'm going to at least make a few bad decisions a month. I'm crying. That's an insider. That's an insider. So yeah, we all make them, right? But we all have the power to change and do better. Um, for our lives, for our families, we all have choices, and basic is no wrong decision is is the wrong decision. You can say like me drinking this Coke soda, that's the wrong decision, right? But for who? For me. Y'all say that's wrong. Ain't nobody say ain't nobody saying something about this. Now my doctor ain't tell me to stop drinking these, or nobody else ain't say, Tina, you can't drink these. It's asking me to send 200 stars. I don't know what that means, Miss Stephanie. I don't know. This thing is crazy. What that mean? I don't know. It's something about some stars with Facebook. I don't know what it means. I can't tell you. I don't know. But anyway, this was great. Thank you all who tuned in, who made comments, who watched. Thank you so much, everybody on TikTok who tuned in, who watched. We do this every week at 7 p.m. each and every Sunday at 7 p.m. We have a different topic, and I just ask a question and you all chime in. Definitely help somebody in the community. We don't know who we're helping, but we are helping somebody. Somebody today is thinking, man, I had a bad life. I was dealt a bad hand. I was this, I was that. But they have not done the work to get their life together, right? So what we are doing is helping them get their life together by letting them that they are in control of their lives. They can make any change that they want to, right? Um, some may cost money, some may cost time, some may cost them to go back to school, some may cost a favor from a friend, but we are in control of our lives. So somebody needed to hear that, right? Somebody is somewhere beating themselves up because of where they are today, but they have the power. I don't care how old they are, to go back to school to get that degree. They have the power to get out that bad relationship. They have the power to find happiness somewhere else. They have the power to make additional money. They have resume writers. They have things you can do on AI. You can get a new resume if you decide a new job. I know that people are being laid off, but there are so much things, so many jobs that aren't government, right? Everybody don't work for the government. So there are people that are still out here working, right? There are opportunities that people still have. If you have a car, you can be an Uber driver, you can do Uber Eats. There are so many different ways to make money, right? You can go and cut somebody's grass. I can get somebody, I would love for somebody to come out here and pick all the trash out my yard. I'll pay them a couple of dollars, right? There are so many ways to make money. So many ways, but somebody needed to hear that. Somebody needed to hear these comments that we are making. Somebody needed to hear that there is hope and they can make it. And that is what this podcast is all about. Giving people, educating people on different topics, different things, empowering people on different topics and different things. And so that is what we are here for, to educate you, to empower you, and to educate you. That's what we're here for, right? So hopefully somebody got something out of this topic, right? Because it was asked of me. So it probably was asked of me to share it, so somebody else can get something out of it. And that's why I am here to do this each and every Sunday, 7 p.m. So if there is nothing else, I will close out with a song. No, I'm joking. Y'all know I be trying to do a song in the morning. Tanya had me doing songs in the morning. So I hope y'all have a great weekend. I had a great weekend thus far. Um, I don't know if anybody have any other comments they want to type in the chat that I can read aloud for somebody out here in this world that may have missed it. Oh, Suzanne, don't worry. We understand that you missed it, but as soon as we get off, please go back and watch it and type in your comments. We would love to hear what you have to say because we are a community here to help somebody. If not ourselves, we are definitely helping somebody else. Good night, Yogi Yogi. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you. I don't take your time for granted. I thank you all for tuning in. Like I said, each and every week at 7 p.m., we'll be right back here with another topic. Not sure what the topic is going to be. Give me until like Tuesday. I go live in the morning, every morning, maybe 9 or 10, and I just do a little talk, little inspirational talk, whatever we want to call it. But I am here to help any kind of way I can. So if anybody doesn't have anything else, I am going to close out with a song. Let the church. No, I'm joking. I do that in the morning. So I'm going to end it for tonight. Thank you all so much. Like I said, I know that there are so many people watching that do not comment, but I'm sure they're going to call me or text me tomorrow. And I'm okay with that. So thank you all so much. Good night, and keep branching out. And I'm supposed to say like and standing strong. I gotta get it together first. But for now, keep branching out, and that's for Miss Clara, Mr. Jimmy, my trees. So keep branching out, and I will see you all next Sunday, same time, same place. Talks with Tina G podcast. Next week is the 25th episode. I'm excited. I'm gonna be blowing my horn. Well, anyway, and blowing my balloons, and I will see you all. Yes, and happy Labor Day. Tomorrow's my daughter's birthday. Happy birthday, Deshawn. Early birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday. It is Labor Day, and I actually had her on Labor Day many, many years ago. So happy birthday and good night, and I love you all, and I will see you all next Sunday. Good night, Miss Stephanie. All right, good night, everybody. I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.